What's up, everyone, and welcome to Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan, and today we're looking at a new book, the book of Ezekiel. We're looking at chapter 1 today together, and I am grateful to be reading it with you. I'm looking forward to all the Bible Club members, all the new Bible Club members that are joining, giving that $10 a month, helping us send Bibles around the world and missionaries to people that haven't heard the gospel yet. So grateful for each and every one of you. If you're new, this is what we do every day. And if you're a Bible Club member, go ahead and comment your white flag below in the comment section and either like this video. And if you're new, please follow this page or subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd be glad to have you on this journey. Chapter 1 of the book of Ezekiel says, "In the 30th year, in the 4th month and the 5th day of the month, as I was among the exiles by the Chebar Canal, the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of God." So now this is a new prophet. God is now speaking to this prophet, and he said he was in exile with the children of Israel. On the 5th day of the month, it was the fifth year, of the exile of King Jehoiakim. The word of the Lord came to Ezekiel, the priest, the son of Buzi, in the land of the Chaldeans by Chebar Canal, and the hand of the Lord was upon him there. As I looked, behold, a stormy wind came out of the north, and a great cloud with brightness around it, and fire flashing forth continually. And in the midst of the fire, as it were, gleaming metal, and from the midst of it came the likeness of 4 living creatures. This was their appearance. They had a human likeness, but each had 4 faces, and each of them had 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and the soles of their feet were like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like burnished bronze. Under their wings, on their 4 sides, they had human hands, and the 4 had their faces and their wings. Thus their wings touched one another. Each one of them went straight forward without turning as they went. As for the likeness of their faces, each had a human face. The 4 had the face of a lion on the right side, face of a lion on the right side, and the 4 had the face of an ox on the left side, and the 4 had the face of an eagle. Such were the faces, and their wings were spread out above. Each creature had 2 wings, each of which touched the wing of another, while 2 covered their bodies, and each went straight forward. Wherever the Spirit would go, they went, without turning as they went. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, like the appearance of torches moving to and fro among the living creatures. And the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning, and the living creatures darted to it and fro, and like the appearance of a flash of lightning. Now as I looked at the living creatures, I saw a wheel on the earth beside the living creatures, one for each of the 4 of them. As for the appearance of the wheels and their construction, their appearance was like the gleaming of beryl. And the 4 had the same likeness, their appearance and construction being as it were a wheel within a wheel. When they went in any of the 4 directions without turning as they went. And their rims were tall and awesome. And the rims of all 4 of the were full of eyes all around it. And when the living creatures went, the wheel went beside them. And when the living creatures rose from the earth, the wheels rose. Wherever the Spirit wanted to go, they went. And the wheels rose along with them, for the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. When those went, these went. And when those stood, these stood. And when those rose from the earth, the wheels rose along with them. For the spirit of the living creatures was in the wheels. Over the heads of the living creatures there was the likeness of an expanse, shining like awe in spring. Crystal spread out above their heads, and under the expanse their wings were stretched out straight, one toward another, and each creature had 2 wings covering its body. And when they went, I heard the sound of their wings like the sound of many waters, like the sound of the mighty, the sound of tumult, like the sound of an army. When they stood still, they let down their wings, and there came a voice from above the expanse over their heads. When they stood still, they let down their wings. And above the expanse over their heads was the likeness of a throne, in appearance like sapphire. And seated above the likeness of the throne was a likeness with a human appearance. And upward from what had the appearance of his waist, I saw it were gleaming metal, like the appearance of fire, enclosed all around. And downward from what had the appearance of his waist, I saw as it were the appearance of fire, and there was brightness around him, like the appearance of the bow that is in the cloud on the day of rain. So was the appearance of the brightness all around. Such was the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. And when I saw it, I fell on my face, and I heard the voice of one speaking. So God allows Ezekiel to see this amazing vision in the middle of exile. That's a point that God will still speak to you in the middle of your wilderness moment. You got to be listening, because he's willing to show you your vision, give you your vision right at the bottom of your life. You feel is the bottom. And we also understand why angels say, "Fear not," as soon as they see you. In the Bible, that's one of the first things angels say when they approach a human is, "Fear not," because they're not just cute little babies with wings. They are created creatures for another dimension that are allowed by God to be his messengers to move in and out of this dimension. So they got to look like they can do that. And so he has just had this vision, and all of it has led him to one thing: not to go tell his friends that the Lord is speaking to me. Look at me. I must be favored by God. He goes and he bows down to God. All of this creates reverence. When you truly have an experience with God, it doesn't create pride or arrogance. It creates reverence to God. Thank you so much for reading the first chapter of the book of Ezekiel. God is about to call him to a work, and I can't wait to see it with you all. God bless you. Peace.